The Grand Synagogue of Paris was shut down on Friday, not holding Sabbath services for the first time since World War II, on the same day that 4 Jewish men were targeted and killed because they were Jewish, killed by a terrorist at a kosher supermarket in one of many terrorist acts carried out by Islamic extremists, terrorists here in Paris, France, starting, of course, with the Charlie Hebdo attack on Wednesday that killed 12 people. I'm Jake Tapper. I'm in Paris with my colleague Christiane Amanpour. Christiane, this is a very important moment for France's Jews, many of whom, thousands of whom, have been fleeing because they're afraid of being attacked and killed.
That's exactly right. And as we listen and watch the services in the synagogue this evening, it's important to remember that as the government and as people are saying now, this was a two-pronged terrorist attack on France, on the very values that make up France. First, the value of democracy, freedom, and the right to free expression. And second, the value of human rights and respect for everybody, no matter who they are, what religion they are. And these are the two great principles that we all hold dear, and people fight and die to serve and to preserve, that are being defended and supported today. Sam Benoit is with us. He is one of the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who've turned out today at the marches here at the Place de la République, all the way to La Nation. You also are a member of the Jewish community here.
Absolutely.
As you see these pictures, as you spend your day, how has today helped you, if it has?
Well, this was a historical day. And for me, nothing can be achieved, absolutely nothing, if we do not learn from what happened in Madrid, London, Boston, Sydney, Brussels, and here. And if we manage to find solution, it will be together or nothing. And for the moment, everybody in his corner is trying to find solution, and that will not be achieved that way. So what I think after this day, the unity we have showed, that will help our people who govern us, our leaders, to get together and do things, not just talk.
Let me ask you a question. First of all, as a member of the Jewish community in France, many of us in journalism have been covering the fact that Jews feel besieged because there have been so many anti-Semitic attacks, not just in France, but in Europe in general. There was an attack at the Jewish Museum in Brussels last year, just one of many examples, obviously most recently at the kosher supermarket. What is it like? Is it truly a day-by-day, fearful for your life situation? Explain for the people who don't live here.
Let me say that I am a French citizen and very proud to be, and especially today. And we are a nation, and we've showed it today. Jews, Muslims, Christians, atheists, all alike. This was the best proof that we stand united. As to coming to the Jewish issue, there is no a single doubt that anti-Semitism is on the rise. And unfortunately, in this beloved country, which is called France, where is the largest Jewish community, as everybody knows, and something has to be done. And I heard the question who Amanpour asked whether Jews should flee. I would say certainly not, certainly not. But I understand those who leave, and we have to do everything to really encourage the Jewish community here to stay, because we are the sentinels of the Republic.
Sam, stand by for 1 second. I'm going to go back to Rabbi Jonathan Sachs in our London office. Rabbi, you just heard what Sam Benoit has told us. That must make your heart feel warmer.
Well, Sam is absolutely right. Jews have played such a major part in France, in its arts, its sciences, its culture, its music. I mean, it would be a total tragedy if they felt they could no longer be there in France. I think they have an enormous gift to bring to France, and France is a very important, as I say, symbol of liberty in the modern world. So I back everything he says.
And Sam, Jake and I were noticing that one of the leading Muslim officials of this country is in that synagogue as well. I've seen him on television, I've seen him talking, I've seen him denounce everything that's happened here. Do you feel, I mean, you said today we're all French. Do you feel that this will last beyond today?
Well, a leader of the Muslim community suggested something which is really very urgent to do. He said that we should have an aggiornamento of the Islamic faith, which is to have to separate the politics from the religion. We have to work hardly to encourage that. The aggiornamento has to be done. And I was very proud that was a Muslim leader who suggested it. And I think that everybody should try to help to achieve that aim, which is far from being reached right now.
It must be a moving day, though. Just Christiane and I have been talking throughout the day about the Muslim French that we've seen here out in full force, holding up signs saying, "Not in my name," holding up signs saying, "Je suis Charlie." Muslims holding signs saying, "Je suis Juif," something that I've never seen before, and really quite a remarkable statement.
Absolutely, but let's not be blind. We have problems in this country, and unfortunately, though it doesn't seem to be the right day to speak about it, but in many of our suburbs, in many of our schools, children did not want to respect the 1 minute of silence,
right.
But it is not the majority. We have always, and still do, we are united, and we've showed it, excuse me, I'll say it again, and we have always made the difference between the fanatics, minority, and the majority of citizens, of Muslims who behave as good citizens, and we have to do. But the Muslims have to do the aggiornamento. They have to
really separate church and state, basically.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Which, of course, the Islamic faith does not do.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a must and a necessity and an emergency.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it, and hopefully more will come of this than just one day of liberté, égalité, fraternité, but it will be a demarcation line going forward for France, and we wish you the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
We want to go now.